listen, almost 20 years to the day since you were drafted by the Red Sox. You're sitting here inducted in the Hall of Fame. What does it mean to you?
Well, it's raining. I mean, I didn't think Pap was going to be up here for an hour, you know what I mean? Just kidding, Pap. No, this is home to me. It's very special. You know, I look at it, every team had a chance to pick me, and it was the Red Sox. So I was fortunate enough to be here my entire career and you know, build so many relationships and you know, build a home here, and it's special.
You feel that? I mean, Boston has high expectations, and they're probably never higher than when you were coming on the scene.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody feels it, but, you know, as a player, you know, you hold yourself to the highest expectations. So, you know, I didn't need the fans to put expectations on me. I've already put them on myself. So, you know, I showed up every day and worked and tried to get better and tried to play for my teammates. And, you know, you just show up, try to win that day, and then move on to the next day.
You win Rookie of the Year that first season, and you win a championship, by the way. What was it like to be on a team with veterans? What did they mean to you? You know, Pap talks a lot about culture and how it was passed on. Who was there for you, especially in those early days and then as the success started to come?
I mean, everybody that year. I mean, we had a special group. You know, so I looked at it like this. There was probably 5 or 6 guys that I played with in A-ball and AA that I could lean on. And then there was Mike Lowell, Alex Cora, Jason Varitek, all the veteran guys kind of, you know, because you're an infielder and I do everything with them. So they kind of took me under their wing, and I don't think they thought I was going to hit. They're lying if they tell you. But once I did, you know, they kind of gravitated towards me a little bit more, and then it was kind of fun.
But he also, as anyone who covered the team knows, was always there to serve as a mentor, to be that veteran, never to be upset that you were here to take his job. What lesson did you learn from that? I
mean, I was a kid, and he treated me like a man. You know, I was 22 years old in the best sports city in the world, and I'm the only guy hitting 100. So, but I knew if I played defense and shut my mouth and played hard and played to win and did other things to help us win, that eventually I'll come around. And it only took about 3 weeks. I got real hot and went from like 150 to 300, and then I started hitting leadoff, and I'm like, man, this is a little too soon. But it worked out all right.
2008 didn't end the way you wanted, but you win the American League MVP. What did that mean to you? What was that offseason like? Was there a moment when it hit you, once you got that award? Like, when was the moment you realized, I'm the most valuable player of the American League?
Yeah, I mean, I only talk about it when I need to talk trash and, like, mic drop it. Like, hey, I was the best player on planet Earth for 1 year. So if anybody ever talks trash to me, I just be like, nah, man. Like, so, but honestly, I was so upset that I thought that team had a chance to go back-to-back. And, you know, we had some injuries to our pitching staff at the end, but I was so upset that we didn't win, that when I got the call, I mean, obviously you're really excited, but you're so motivated to come back the next year and win as a team. That's the ultimate goal. You know, I've won every award, but there's nothing like winning as a team. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
You know, I know the players on the team will always say the city lifted the team, but in so many ways, the team lifted the city. But it was a special connection that year. What was that like?
It was, I mean, going through that, it was I can't even explain it. You know, I think all the guys knew that we had to, even if we weren't good enough, we had to find a way to win. And I think everybody pushed themselves and each other to try to bring a smile to somebody's face. And because we knew what everybody was going through. I mean, you heard David's speech. I mean, that's what we all felt that. So we tried to do anything we could to win and bring joy to and overcome what had happened to the city.
That playoff run, the beards, the craziness. You might not have been the most talented group of individual players, but you were by far the most determined and hardest working team. That doesn't always work in baseball, but it worked that October.
Yeah, like I always tell everybody, I mean, the most talented team doesn't win every year. The team that plays together and wants it more than the other team, they will win. And that was us. I mean, we were not going to be denied. It didn't matter who we faced. I mean, we faced like 5 Cy Young Award winners in a row, and we beat them all. So it doesn't really matter. We were determined to do something special, and it happened.
Coming back.